Welcome to Eagle Spire Gaming. I'm your host, Crown.
I'm Crayola.
And today we are unboxing the Legion Imperialis Knight Household Battle Groups.
Complete with a color scheme.
There's a color scheme on the back Crayola just found. Apparently she hasn't seen that before in any other unboxings we've done. And we've done a few if you want to check them out. Look through our videos. They're there. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe. We love it. So, Knight households. Do you know anything about them?
It's a household of knights.
So, Titans are very large, very large war machines. And they come from Mars. They come from the Forge worlds and everything. And Knight households are more. These are smaller things. They're kind of like Titans, but they're piloted by an individual, and they operate very much like feudal knights do, like medieval knights. The colors, the pattern, you have a family of them, the guy fighting to your left and your right is your uncle and your cousin and your, and I think they have female pilots too as part of the lore. I have a full-size knight, not full-size you and me, full-size Warhammer 40K, 28 millimeter. These are epic scale, so one box. This box comes with, what is it, 12 of them. Yeah. And they come in other boxes that I actually do have one of right here. Ugh. So these will go along with it. Get away, rhinos. These will go along with them. Archon and Castigator. And these are Cerastus Knights. So these guys here, they are like this guy, but this is a Lancer. So you've got, so with Knights, you've got, you guys came for an unboxing. You're going to get a little bit of history from the most unqualified person to give history. You've got three different chassis of Knights, right? This is like saying your SUV, your minivan, and your four-door sedan, right? But each one has a different set of weapons. So I think, and it's been a while, right? My knight is a warden, which means it's armed with a the Reaper chainsword, Reaper chainsword, and a
plasma gun.
Avenger Gatling cannon, right? So that's a warden. And then one of these things is a paladin, maybe I can't remember. That might be a paladin, and then that one's something else because it's got the thermal cannon, right? I don't know. We'll look at that. We'll see that later. But yeah, so you got these Cerastus Knights, Questoris, and then the Acostus, and there's I think there's a few others actually, but you basically in your army construction, you are buying one of these three things, and then you outfit it differently, and essentially, I mean, it's kind of...
So you don't get all 12?
No, you do. You get all 12. All 12 are in this box. But when you build your army list, when you write out your army list, you're going to say, all right, I'm going to take a Cerastus Knight, a Cerastus Knight detachment, and you can add some extras to it. And then you say, all right, it's going to be Lancers. This box comes with Lancers. You can identify them because they have that shield, that fancy shield. They all have an ion shield that rotates. It's actually that little guy there, right? The little pauldron thing. So that's it emits from that. Or at least that used to be how it was, and you would rotate your ion shields, and you had to, and when they first came out in 40K, you had to pick which area, which direction it faced, like a 45 or a 90 degree or maybe a 180 degree arc. And you had to determine where that was, right? I want it in my back, I want it in my front. You can pick, but you had to pick away. And then later it became more common for the the command point, the stratagems came out, and then it was now rotating ion shields was just it boosted your shield, the power of it, but it was active in any direction, so you didn't have to pick, which was interesting. So we got Questoris Knights, the Cerastus Knights, and then these ones are Lancers, but this box here is the Archon and Castigator, and if it's an Archon, if it's an Archon, it's got this weapon, and if it's a Castigator, it's got this flamer, right? And right here, I might have said it wrong. Oh, man. So the Castigator has the sword and the other thing. So the Archon has the flamethrower. Cool. Thanks. They couldn't have had that picture facing the other way. We're not unboxing this one today. Nobody. It's fine. That's fine. But they're all going to be in this, in here too. They're going to be a part of this army. So before we go any further, and some of that we might cut out to streamline a little, but before we go any further with this unboxing, I have a poll up right now to see what is I've got a couple more things now that I've got all this stuff, new toys. I want to work on the new stuff. So I'm going to finish up a few more of my solar auxiliary guys, and then I want to move on towards a different force, a trader force most likely, and have something to put on the other side of the table for videos and stuff that isn't just going to be the same looking guys fighting each other. We will do some of that, but until I have a bunch of stuff. But there's a vote. Right now, the Knight household, these guys are winning, so I'm glad they're here so I can open them up and get started on them. They're winning. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit longer while I finish painting, I'm thinking Storm Hammers, Storm Blades. They're super heavy tanks, big tanks. I like big tanks. And maybe some artillery, all of which are not going to be the most effective things to have against Knights. So maybe Knights won't win. Help me out, guys. Or you know, make me suffer. I'll make the Knights, and then she'll have stompy robots to kill me with. And honestly, less choices for you. So you know that'll be great. Okay. Yeah. Let's get started in it. All right, your knife.
Thank you. Hey. Am I doing the other side?
No, you don't need that.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the bottom each time. You did need to open it.
Well,
Yes.
ta-da!
Ta-da. Okay, so what do we got in here? Bits are everywhere. There's a little tiny sprue here. I haven't opened up any of the Knights yet, so we need light. I haven't opened up any Knights yet. I just have a few. I think the guy I play at the store, is waving. So this is these are weapons for the Questoris Knights, and it looks like we got 6 Thunderstrike gauntlets. And I don't know if you can still do it, but you could just pick up rhinos and throw them and stuff. And it looks like you got this stuff over here would be the Carapace missile launcher. So it's this guy right there. I don't see which none of those have. They're an upgrade, I think, so you don't need to put them on there. I don't see an instruction booklet. It's at the very bottom.
At the bottom.
Very bottom. All right, so we get 2 of this. We get 2 of these. So here's the interesting thing about this kit is it's pretty much, to my understanding, you're building one of each of these. You don't get to mix and match any of it, and it pretty much isn't giving us a lot of options. I think we've got options on the Thunderstrike Gauntlet there. I mean, that's 6 per sprue. Which hand we can put it on. Watch me be completely wrong. But they don't, I don't know, you don't get, so there's 2 of this kit in here, right? there's one of this kit, 2 of these, and 1 of these, right? Ironically, this kit comes with 4, and this kit comes with 3.
Isn't this whole thing a kit?
Huh?
Isn't this whole thing a kit?
This is a bundle, essentially. The battle groups are bundles.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think you get to choose a lot of. I don't think you get to use all the weapons. Like you don't get 3 of this battle cannon or 3 of those. You get some option because that's not the Gatling cannon. That one over there is in the middle. Yeah. I gotta look through it more, see what the different options are. So these big guys up top, these are our Cerastus kits. Not Acostus kits, not Cerastus. Goodness. I was thinking even as I said it, a lot very, very big. Man, that is. Let me grab a Baneblade real quick. So here's a Baneblade, and that top piece is actually not quite as big compared to it as I thought it was. But that gun, look at that gun. That gun is sizable.
Tight.
Well, no, it's huge.
Okay. Oh.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. The ceiling fan.
That's his feet.
Oh, that's a no.
Remember the other video? You're like, oh, look, flowers. Now it's a ceiling fan?
Well, because
feet.
look how hot they must be. They're in suits. Wouldn't you want a fan?
They don't have fans. They might have AC. They probably have AC. They probably have AC in those things because otherwise I don't think they'd live.
Aren't they dead anyway?
No, those guys are alive. Those guys are very much alive.
Well, you got some that are dead and some are alive.
Well, no, dreadnoughts, even dreadnoughts. No,
tortured.
everybody's alive. The pilots are always alive.
What about the tortured people?
You can't torture them if they're dead.
I'm sure you could.
Well, so what you're referring to is the Sisters of Battle penitent engines,
Yeah,
and those are people that are being tortured for their sins. They're not really being tortured. Torture just kind of happens. They're being forced to fight a very gruesome way,
they're
and they're
tortured.
being.
What had happened?
Well, I mean, you're not sitting there like cranking a. You're not sitting there cranking a wrench to, you're not sitting there like putting nails on their fingers and anything. Like they're tied up, like the device is on, and
Painful.
and they're told to charge the enemy. What?
It looks painful.
Oh, it is. It's uncomfortable. They probably die. They're given drugs to survive longer, and they're really, like, the most important part of the war machine, right? The walking tank.
It's the person.
Is the pilot who's in the front of the thing forced to charge the enemy. Here, I got one. I got one right here. This little thing, right? People are, I came here for knights, and this dude is, yeah, and like, all right, so how do you stop it? Well, you kill this guy, right?
Yeah.
That seems so easy. He's right there. Except he's got a whole bunch of drugs and stuff going on. You could probably blow his torso up, and
Oh my goodness.
he'll still be coming at you because it's the brain that's important.
Well, could you imagine just being hot? Like they're machines, so they would need a fan.
They're in a full bodysuit. That's probably.
There's people in these? They're not robots?
No, AI is illegal. Artificial intelligence is illegal.
They look like they're robots.
Oh, okay.
Right?
They're big stompy robots, but
There's people
robots
in
and
them.
pilots. Yes, they have a pilot. Look, right here. Right there. That is the hatch to get in.
Oh, that's not just fancy?
No. All right. So this one here is a sprue of the sprue of knights, and I'm guessing when you. Sorry, these are the Questoris knights. Good catch.
Yeah.
So you got the melee weapons and you got the Thunderstrike gauntlet, Thunderstrike fist. You got those things over there. And that'll come with this if you bought the box, if you were to buy a box of Questoris Knights. And this has a couple of the weapons, right? There's a chain fist, Reaper chain fist there. And you got yourself a couple that has like more fans or flowers, depending on what day it is. Yeah, so it comes with three of those chain fists, and you got a couple of so those are guns that are gonna mount under the armpit. They're probably the stub guns. Oh man, I can't remember. You also some of these guys have like the option for melted gun under it. Auto stubber. Oh jeez. And then you got, that might be the melted gun. I don't know. Yeah, looks like a melted gun right there. And then you got, I think, a thermal lance, and there's an Avenger Gatling cannon, right? So looking at this, I see plethora of melee weapons, right? I see three auto stubber. Oh man, I can't remember the name again. I see 3 of the stubbers. I see 1 melted gun, right? Just looking at the single sprue. And there's probably, okay, so here's another, no, so the Knight Questoris kit comes with, one Knight Questoris kit is going to be this and that's it, right? And based on what I'm looking at here, based on what's in the box. So you've got, if you wanted to have more of these guns, you would have to kit bash them. If you want, in one box, you wanted to have 2 of this battle cannon, or 2 of this Avenger Gatling cannon, or 2 of this thermal cannon, you would have to do some kit bashing, because that is all that you get in there. But you've got your option. You've got options when it comes to your melee weapons. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I need like 2 more of these. She saw the price when...
I did see the price.
She saw the price of this, guys. It's over. It's over. We're done. The channel is no more. She knows how much I pay for these things now. So yeah, that's just more of the same. And of course, because you're going to get 1 and 1, this is 2 kits worth. But, ironically, this is 1 kit worth. Or maybe not, because I don't know. So that other kit of the other Cerastus Knights that I have, that's an older box. That's from when it was just Adeptus Titanicus. But it also doesn't have any of the Lancers. I don't know. Lancers might come in packs of 2. It doesn't matter.
Maybe they want to see
they both, well, I mean, I'll show them both sides. Okay. Yeah, so this single sprue has 2 Lancers on it. 2 Cerastus Lancers. That is a big lance. Look at that. Look at that thing. Man. But the Cerastus Lancers, these guys, Cerastus Knights, they stand taller than Questoris anyway. So what happened is, I want to say it was 7th edition when they came out with it. It might have been a little bit before that. They came out with the first Knight kit. I didn't know nothing. Back then, I knew all the lore of everything. They've added so much. This was 2014. 2014, maybe a little bit before that even. But back then, I knew all the lore for everything. And they came out with the Knights, and I was like, I didn't know anything about this. And they might have existed, but they didn't have any of these models, right? And then they, then they made bigger and better Knight kits, cooler Knight kits. And now there's so many, there's quite a few. And some of them were Forge World, and they didn't have plastic, but now they do. Or they've recently come out with it. I think you've got all your options for it now. But yeah, Knights have been a huge... I hate playing against them, though. I hate playing against them, because it's like, oh, hey, I got 3 things that are going to just, every turn, just destroy an entire unit of your stuff. And then you look at your models, like, well, those guys are just armed with pistols. They can't They're not even armed with pistols. They're armed with full-size guns, but they might as well be pistols. Like, they can't do anything. So that's pretty cool. I don't really have anything. Those legs, see those legs? They're pretty tall. They're pretty big.
What legs?
That right there. Those are legs. See it?
Those?
No, that's, I don't know what that is. The bit next to it. See where it says 3 and 4?
One?
No.
Oh.
The next thing. Yeah, that.
Thing.
Yeah, that thing. Well, chicken walkers. A little bit of chicken legs. Long legs. Yeah. Looks like the head here is... Oh, it's one piece. It's one piece. Right there. That little thing. You got 2 options for heads on this sprue that I see. Lots of cool goodies.
Can you imagine how whimsical mine would be?
What do you mean?
Well, look at them. I mean, you got corn and fans and minions. I mean,
What are you talking about?
Look
These minions?
look at the face. Look at the face. It looks like the one with the one eye.
I'm pretty sure those are arms. Pretty sure that's the shoulder.
And then they got corn.
That's a tabard that hangs from the bottom.
But see,
hangs from the crotch.
Mine would not look like anything.
How would you put these together?
I would have you do it.
It ain't gonna look whimsical. Guess what? I am doing it. We get a lot of bases. My goodness, I didn't realize it. All right, so it looks like your Questoris Knights, they come on these things. And your Cerastus Knights come on here. And then the Acostus Knights. Whew. Now, I want to say, I was looking at the points. In this entire box. If you want to make it, you can make it in... It takes up about 2,400 points. A little bit more, a little bit less. Well, out of a 3,000 point list, I mean, that's pretty much everything. So you have a little less than 600 points of allies. You can probably make it better. You can probably make it for cheaper. But you'll need to take at least 2 formations. You could make it 3 formations. And if you make 3 formations, it's gonna cost more. But essentially you have to put the there's only one formation that lets you take the Acostus Titan Knights, and there's only one formation that lets you take the Cerastus, or there's something weird where otherwise you need to take armigers and stuff, and we don't have any of those in this kit. So, and all the armigers are Forge World, so I'm not getting any until they're not. But yeah, armigers are like littler knights. So Titan, you got Titans, you got really big Titans, and then you get the Knights, which are little baby Titans, and then you get armigers, which are like little baby Knights, and it's just like, and then you get people.
How much tinier can you do these?
Do you understand that these are massive by comparison?
So
do I need to go look?
So
I mean, that guy's look. A person comes out of the top here, right? Like a person comes out of the top there. Like those are massive. Oh my goodness! All right. So it looks like in here they have given us an instruction booklet for the Acostus. An instruction booklet for the Cerastus.
And it'd be 16 and up to do it.
And an instruction book for the Questoris Knights. They did not give us a single large, they did not redo anything and give us a single large one. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Single large color. The other battle groups have these colored instruction booklets. A lot of pieces to this. A lot of pieces. And I might be making it pretty soon here if that poll, depending on the outcome of that poll. So yeah, a lot of options for because you're going to be using all of them, but like those gauntlets, and it's because one arm is open and one arm is closed and one arm is also open again. I'm sure there's a difference between those two. I just don't know what it is. And then you got left hand and right hand, so you can switch it up, which none of their photos did. But yeah. It's the thumb. That thumb's slightly up. That thumb is slightly in. barely a difference. Anything different on this side? No. That's nice. And then you get that. You don't have to glue that in, which is nice. It'll probably fit by friction. The legs are different, slightly different. So, you know, yeah. So you get the Avenger Gatling Cannon, the Thermal Cannon, and the Rapid Fire Battle Cannon. I was only calling it a Battle Cannon. My bad.
So you sit here and cut each one based on the instructions?
Yeah. Some people like to, okay, so here they all are, right? The Paladin has that battle cannon with the chainsaw. The Errant has the thermal cannon with the chainsaw, and the Warden, which I have, is a battle cannon with a chainsaw. And then the Gallant is just two fists. He brought fists. He laughs because everyone else brought guns to a fist fight. And then the Gallant is a fist and a sword. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Gallant or another Gallant. You got two Gallants there. And then the Warden, again, has the option to either be a fist or a sword. So it's really 4 different types of knights. But there's 6 loadouts, 4 knights. That's beautiful artwork. It'd be awesome if it was colored. And then, of course, you probably already noticed this. They got the these are the cards for Titanicus, so that you can play games of Titanicus with this, which is really cool. Because soon I will have not only an army for playing Legion Imperialis, I'll have an army for playing Titanicus. All right. What are you laughing at over here?
Well, I was looking for 1A on these things.
Yeah.
There is no 1A. I realize it's instructions to go 1A, 1B, 1C. So it's really just one. No, wait, 1A. Wait.
Yeah, so when you put that 2 and 1 becomes 1A.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't know how. I'd be here forever doing these.
I mean,
oh my god.
Have you noticed how much time I'm up here for?
I know. I don't know why you don't just, oh my god, these would make me so angry.
Why you don't just what?
Throw these. I would be so angry.
Throwing them isn't going to construct them. You have to actually snip out the pieces, trim the pieces, glue the pieces, realize that you've glued the wrong pieces.
Oh my god.
Unglue the pieces, glue the correct pieces. Realize that you've glued your fingers together. I actually haven't glued my fingers together in a while.
I'd be on the first page forever.
When I was a kid, I glued my entire hand together. Super glue. It was impossible to get out.
So 1 and 2 go together, and then you find 4 and 3.
You want to get you want to really blow your mind. You can also choose to, with a little bit of cutting and a little bit of pre-measuring, you can find ways to connect these pieces so that you connect this one with this one to make an entirely new shape, an entirely new profile, silhouette. Why? Because some people own a lot of these and they don't want to have them all look the same.
Huh. Okay. Well.
Guess what we're going to do this weekend?
I am not building these.
No, we're going to play.
Oh. But I'm not building anything.
That's fine. I paid a lot of money for these. I want to build them.
That's fine with me.
If I wanted somebody else to build them, I'd probably pay somebody to build them.
But it won't be me.
It won't be anybody because I don't have the money to pay for somebody else to do it. And I want to do it.
That's too crazy.
I can't die with any... I heard that you can't die with unfinished work, so I've got unfinished work that I can't die with yet.
Oh my god, you'll be here forever.
Yeah. I'll be immortal. This has been Eagle Spire Gaming. I've been Crown.
Crayola.
No, they know that you're Crayola. Okay.
Yeah, they said you're Crayola.
I've been Crown.
Yeah.
This has been Eagle Spire Gaming. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope that you have a great weekend. Until next time, thanks for flying by.
Bye, y'all. It's just funny. Like, I didn't know there was a paint scheme. I thought you were just whimsy on your colors.
That I just chose my colors?
Yeah.
I do just choose my colors.
Well, I didn't know there was a color scheme.
I mean, they offer that as an example, but you've got... There's a whole bunch.
Does
I mean, there's...
have that?
Pretty much.
Oh. Here I am thinking people just choose willy-nilly.
No, it's... They... I mean, they do. They do that too, but this is... Ironically, I'm going to be doing this one.
The brownie one? Well, it says brown.
Yeah, Baneblade brown.
Oh,
but
goodness.
So it's House Malinax. They ally well with Legio Voltorum, which is the traitor Titan Legion that I have.
Oh. Well, good to know. See, I thought you just went to the paint shop and just picked things up willy-nilly.
I do. I have a whole video where I tell them that you plan it out, how to plan it out. And I planned it out, but I came out with that plan willy-nilly. I'm not painting none of my...
They don't come with Caliban
green.
Green?
That's a color.
Well, that's green. This is green.
Caliban green. It's trademarked. See the TM? If you just call it green, you can't trademark it.
Oh.
It's a whole thing.
That's why it's named random nonsense words?
Yeah, those random nonsense words are like Caliban is a planet that the Dark Angels are from.
Oh, so
they're traditionally green. Steel Legion drab is
They're boring.
Drab is your clothing. The Steel Legion, they fought on Armageddon. It's over there. Baneblade, that is a type of tank that you have. I don't know about Carrick and Balthasar, but Mechanicus is the Mechanicus. Mechanicum. Korn is the
I'm glad you read
chaos
that,
god
I did
of
not know how to say that.
The chaos god of blood and skulls and violence and.
See, I'm glad you said that because it looks like
Leadbelcher. You'd think that would just be a you think that would really just be a more standard, like, you can't copyright
like
that, but
gray.
they absolutely did. It's metal.
Oh.
It's a metal color. It's the metal I use.
Along with the color scheme.